say. I wouldn't even wait to see most of that. The moment I saw the body, I'd be like, it's time to go. Like, we gotta go right now.
Let's go. Who's going first?
Okay, sure. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. So who is going first? And are you guys gonna light a light when you go through the other side?
Is there any light on the other side?
There is not. No, it's dark the other side.
Oh, we need the light then.
Oh no, I can't see.
So yeah, I'll light up the torch again.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you can duck through and then light it when you get to the other side. So you'll be the first one through. I'm assuming as soon as you've got the light, or are you gonna let somebody else?
I'd definitely like someone else go first.
Okay.
I would say 1, 2, 3, 4.
We need the light to be forward though.
Yeah, so I'll go on Din's back.
Go on Din's back and then I'll be
Okay.
between.
You won't be able to be on his back while you're going underneath.
Yeah.
Immediately
Yeah,
after.
when you get to the other
So-
side.
So it'll be 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Okay,
good.
I'm gonna go for a quick. You go now.
At the moment you get out there, I'll get on your back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Right, we'll leave it there for a second. That's the plan. Then.
I like that whenever you need to get on a dragon's back, you always go for Din. you're not close enough to him to get on his back.
We bonded the first time I got on your back.
We bonded when we made him eat shit.
Yeah, I was about to say, he hasn't forced you to eat shit.
Yeah, I feel like he would dump me. Like, he'd be like, oh yeah, sure. And then as soon as there was like a wild boar, he'd be like, whoop!
Bye now.
Or he'd hammer throw you off.
Hope you don't eat shit.
I did also shit on your bed on where you were lying down afterwards.
You did do that, you're right.
You have to move to a different slate. I know you flung it, didn't you?
Just went, huh. A frisbee of shit just smashes one of the giant hyenas in the face. Who dares? Only one man would dare throw shit at me. Tiger guy! Ah, poor tiger guy. If only we could have saved him.
I know, right? He could have. Well, if only Butu or Set Rope had been there to stand in this lovely little
Yeah,
spot.
if only. If only one of them hadn't committed suicide at the instruction of another party member.
I mean, they're the reason that we live.
No, Butu's the reason we live, because he was an idiot and just charged out, but the other one didn't have to die.
We had to make sure they were full, otherwise they'd keep looking for food. That's how animals work.
That's a point, actually.
I know, I am
meaning
now.
to. I should have done.
The final boss of this campaign will be the ghost of Butu.
Or the ghost of the guy you killed for alcohol.
All of our ghosts.
Why?
Seeing as he did bite the.
I never said my character was a nice person.
Seeing as he did bite the goat, that's.
Working out.
That's just damage on one attack. Yep,
So what's
that's
that?
instant death. That's instant death for any of us.
That's 40-10 plus 2d6 of poison damage, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lord in heaven. I wonder what his health is.
Why are we here?
Well, I think it's good we didn't try and fight him.
You don't say.
Cool. Right. So who's going? So is Din? You're going up first.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to avoid these webs that are on either side of the path. So I'm trying to think what the best check to do that be. Would it be? Is there a dex one that would make the most sense? I think it is just going to be a.
Athletics.
Yeah.
I mean, it would still be acrobatics if you're carefully walking.
Yeah,
I
yes.
think so.
Okay, acrobatics.
I think, yeah, I think,
athletics would be good.
I think
This makes 7 difference.
Are you going to sprint through?
Yeah, no, I think this is going to be acrobatics because it's like walking a tightrope.
Shit.
So yeah, this is going to be an acrobatics check. So Din, you're through first.
Crit.
Crit.
Nice.
19.
God
So,
bless.
Yeah, Din, you make it through onto the time. I'm assuming you're
I'm on his back.
behind.
Din! I knew I trusted you.
Okay, so I think with those two through first, I think there's some stuff to resolve straight away, or at least we get to see what you guys see. So let me drag this up to this way.
Too good.
To the next area.
Can't stop.
Good dice. Now it's warmed up, it's good.
So Din, you're through first, and I'll put you to about here on the start of the path. And then Yala, as you duck through and bring your light. Let's illuminate some of this. Let's see what you guys see. Treasure.
Da-dum.
like 80 elves is just all clustered
So
around.
I'm going to say that the dim, like the torch that you bring in is enough that like you can make out the size and shape and the basic idea of the space you're in. You can't see clearly if someone's trying to hide from you, they'll be fine. I'm just going to reveal this room as opposed to doing it bit by bit. Right, so yeah, this is what you see.
Ooh.
So I think that this the first thing that catches your eyes. You go and see. You sort of come through. You dip your head underneath, and you put a hand on Din's back and pull yourself up, and you sort of lift your torch up above his head so you can get an idea of the space you're in. And then you illuminate the space, and there is just enormous webs on every surface of this space. And all manner of different skeletons seem to be pinned to the walls of different spaces. Roll. Can I get a perception check from the two of you that are in there, please? Let's see what you see. How much you see.
Crit.
7. 7. Okay. So yeah, you see more. Din, I think your 7 is representative of the one thing that catches your eye, and then you can't seem to break away from it. It's the large corpse to your left, completely covered in dust and web, but the shape is unmistakable. There was a dead dragon in here. You see more. So what was it? A crit? Did you say? Excellent. So you see your eyes don't get quite as caught. Obviously, you glance over and see this dust-covered dragon that's in here. But you look around and you see everything else as well. There's mammoths all over the place. There's all manner of other different husks of different creatures. They all seem dusty and decayed. But a few things that do catch your eye in particular is you see quite a few naked men dotted all over the place. Like there seems to be a concentration of them, and they seem to be the newest of the corpses. I mean, they've all got their hands bound with rope.
Let's see. Can I tell? Is the dragon? Does it still have its scales and everything?
It looks like it's fairly intact, but it's been covered in an age is worth. The dragons have been gone for an age, so it's covered in that amount of dust and stuff that you can't tell. You wouldn't be able to tell which variety of dragon you've got here.
Imagine if we put dragon corpse back.
I'm on your back, so you can't see that my eyes have turned into like gold bars as I peer at this dragon. I'm like hyperventilating. I'm like, holy shit! Forget living in this thing. We can literally move to wherever we want, live wherever we want. All we have to do is get that dragon.
It's probably old and dusty enough you wouldn't be able to convince anybody in the tribe that you killed this. Unless...
Sure.
Yeah.
We can sell it. I don't need to convince anyone of shit.
There's that.
All the mammoths, I assume, are like too dusty to convince everyone that we killed it. Is there anything fresh enough that we could convince the tribe we killed it? Anything of worth? Like, obviously, the humans would be...
I'd say you notice they sort of seem to be hung from the ceiling. There's a few fairly new-looking hippogriffs, but the disadvantage to them is that they all seem to have these enormous puncture wounds that seem to have been made by owls' fangs.
And not to mention, we'd have to remove something bigger than us out of House's lair.
Yeah, so everything is completely webbed in this space.
Remember this from when we're level 20.
And they're like, oh, we need some dragon's teeth. Really?
Yeah. Alright, so for now I'd say let's move on through.
That's
Yeah, bear in mind this seems to be where he deposits things.
Yeah.
He's going to be coming into this room very soon.
Yeah.
that.
Well, do see, I think you can.
Is there a spot on the ceiling? Can I see with my crit?
What's that?
How does he get in?
You crit, so yeah, you can see. So I will actually unveil. Partly anyway. Yeah, but I'm going to reveal a bit more just to tease.
There's a back door to this place.
There appears to be a hole up on the roof there. So this sort of greyed outlined area represents sort of like it's up sort of in the ceiling. You can see there is a hole that appears to curve where you can sort of see up. You can't see much other than that it appears to come to some sort of T-junction almost immediately.
Okay.
We need to get through it quick.
Yeah, so Din, I think you deduced that he's dragged some big stuff in here, so it may not take him long to move out.
So let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Guys, dragon's teeth, dragon's claws.
No,
weapons.
not
we can
now.
make out of that.
Not now.
No, it's not the time.
Okay, so Din, you made your acrobatics check already. What do you get?
18.
18. So you can just move on through if you'd like to. Are you going to wait for the other guys, or are you just going to start carving through this path?
The only thing I'm careful of is I flatten my pigtails as I'm on my back.
Yeah, I like that. Cool.
I think we want to start moving.
Okay, so yeah,
That shouldn't take long.
Din and Yarla, you can. I'll move you guys on a little bit, and then the remaining two, if you want to make your
Acrobatics.
acrobatics checks, yeah.
Might have to spend one on this. Oh no, that's 21.
Nice.
21.
Hey, they've got an 18.
It doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
I saw it though.
19.
Oh!
Doesn't even matter. 21.
Nice. So yeah, so you can.
No
you guys,
Merrick today.
You guys can move through. So I'd say to the remaining two of you, you can roll. Can I get the two Nuck and Din? Can you guys both roll some perception checks when you move into the cave?
Knock and rust.
Yeah.
Nuck and
Ah,
Din, sorry, yeah.
crit fail on perception.
13.
13. Okay. So no, you see much the same things. Obviously, Run, your eyes are likely drawn to the same thing that Din's were.
Just go color dragon.
You can't
Can't
tell.
tell.
Too dusty.
Is that to scale? Is it fucking 100 foot or something?
Yeah, these things are enormous.
How hard do I think it would be to get through the web to the dragon's mouth?
Hard.
Very hard.
You're clambering over the web.
You'll
which
fucking die,
the
like-
web that you're making every effort right now not to touch, as you sort of skirt down this little track, it would require clambering over the top of this. So it would take a long time because it'd be tough terrain because it's sticky. And at the same time, like every movement would, if ours is in any way in contact with the web, you'd be alerting him to your exact location.
Yeah, and even if I dashed, I wouldn't get there in one turn.
No.
I'd be moving 50 feet and it's 60 foot away.
Being a sailor.
So from the closest point. of the
That's
path-
ignoring the rough
Yeah.
terrain.
Yeah, from the closest point of the path, it's to the head. It would be 56.
It'd take you over 2 turns.
Yeah, plus I'd have to see if I can harvest the...
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
if you wanted to see some, if you wanted to just find out what colour it is, you'd have to somehow do it from a distance and to get some dust off it, so you can try and see some scales.
Again, can't even use a mage hand if it touches the web, then it'll be alerting him.
Yeah, unless you could probably roll a. I'd say there's probably enough exposed, like it's sort of like you're just poking out the weapon points. You could probably find a spot where you could mage hand it if you wanted to.
Okay. I'll roll and see if I can find it.
Well,
Uh,
again, you'd have to move 30 feet closer to
am I
it.
using investigation?
Yeah, you have to be within 30 feet.
It'd be perception and
Oh, okay. In that case, I got 11.
11. Okay, and yeah, you need to be within 30 feet. Of you.
Yeah, let's just keep going. Just don't get sidetracked for now.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you guys complete your checks and you head on through. So I think we sort of the shot we get is you guys disappearing out the other end of this. So we see these guys ducking in and out of the cave. Same for these two. And then I think then we see the camera sort of tucks its way back through here. Obviously you guys don't see this. The camera pulls its way back through here. Just in time to see what looks like an enormous like cotton ball at this point, slowly descending up into the hole in the ceiling. And then yeah, let's see what's around the next bend.
Descending path.
Ascending, sorry.
Guys, we're all upside down.
Jesus. The
so-
upside down. Stranger Things.
Dragons. Killed a dragon.
Yeah, like holy shit, that's a huge fucking dragon and it killed it. Like, how strong is this thing?
And
We
you're like,
feel
let's-
pretty pathetic right now.
Yeah. And you're like, let's
So
go
yeah,
get
so
some tea.
the web's end in this second hole inside of it is quite narrow, so it sort of pinches in a little bit. You'd have to walk single file through here, but it appears like this is where the tracks were leading. You guys just going to press on?
Guess so.
Any precautions being taken?
Oh, something real quick, now that we're a little bit safer. Were the men all dead?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Although many of them with sort of like screaming expressions on their face.
Sure.
Of course.
I'm still just keeping an eye on the tracks,
Cool.
looking out for traps and stuff like that.
So what's the walking order? You guys gonna have to walk single file through here.
Yeah, we're...
We still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
We're
Then
in
me,
bed.
then run.
We got a good tag team going here.
Yeah.
Same order then. Cool. So you guys come round the bend. I'll adjust you guys a bit. This should be a bit more. So, Nuck, you would be the first to see this, seeing as you're paying attention to the tracks. You move into this area here. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit. Let's just
What was that?
So yeah, you guys move up, and the cave seems to. The tracks seem to go off round to the left this way, but you do notice there's some drag marks which lead up to here, and everything just seems to come up into a wall, but you can see very clearly there's like an opening, and then there's a boulder, sort of looks like it's from the other side shoved into the opening of the gap, and then yeah, these drag marks head off round to the right.
You can see if we could move said boulder.
Mm-hmm.
Do we think owls can get into this space?
You don't know. There's no webs. There's no visible webs that you can see. He would probably be moving incredibly impeded if he was able to get down here. But no, probably not. I'd say it's too narrow based on the size that we've given owls. I don't think owls can fit in here.
So this is presumably where the cultists live.
Yeah.
It's their door.
So we just have to drag the. So most of the tracks go past the boulder, right?
And most of them go into the boulder. But there is,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But there's some tracks that seem to head this way, and then there's these evident drag marks that seem to move to where the gap is, but up around the bend to the right.
I feel like that's another area where they sacrifice stuff.
Probably. So
So
I'd
we're
say,
gonna go into the boulder.
yeah, we just need to move the boulder and go past.
Yeah.
Past it.
Okay.
So big boys, you're up. I'll assist with mage hand.
Can I use my dwarven stone cutting to be like, what's the best way to move this to give someone advantage?
100%. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
Good thing.
So who's strong?
I am strong. I am run.
Run strong.
What we rolling?
So strength.
The strength.
So yeah, so I say that the two dragons can probably two people max can push. So the two dragons can.
I'll use
push
mage hand.
Yeah, with the dwarves' knowledge, so you can both have a go.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, you push here and you push here and it will roll.
I got 22.
And I got 21.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, I think that is enough. It's very hard to do, but somehow you did it anyway. So yeah, you guys both put your back into it, and obviously whatever they were anticipating going to be coming this way, it wasn't too dragonborn. Because we sort of see the muscles on your backs flex as you both lean into this stone, and then it all at once shifts and pushes in the other way.
Nice.
Use our advantage.
Hmm?
We didn't even use our advantage.
No, yeah, you didn't need to. Cool. So yeah, let's
I
see
helped.
let's see what's around here. So.
Yeah, it was like you're like the best way to move it is, and they just shove it aside.
Guys.
Do we want to take a look into the sacrificial chamber?
No.
No,
No, we do not.
maybe during the day when presumably Alice is asleep.
I'm assuming that makes some noise as well.
Yes, that was very loud.
Yeah, so whoever's down here is going to know that we're coming.
So you guys, the dragons will be up front because they just pushed this.
Mm-hmm.
As long as the owls can't get down here.
We can handle cultists.
Fighting cultists, yeah.
Don't give a fuck.
I mean, if we were ever going to win against owls, it would be in a very small, tight corridor.
So this is what gets revealed as you peer around. You can see the corridor curves off in two directions. The scrapes on the floor seem to follow off round to the right, and you can see there's some light in that direction. And then to your left, you can see that it begins sloping up.
So,
I mean,
left is probably out of this whole system,
maybe.
which is where they get whatever they're sacrificing.
But we also don't know if there's like what's down there, and if they come down after us, then we could be trapped in some type of situation.
Oh, I'm not saying we should go out, I'm saying we should go towards the light.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
We can at least explore, see where the light comes from.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'd say yeah, as you're sort of saying that, you look back and make a decision. You Din and Nuck, you exchange a look and nod towards where the light is. I'd say a shadow appears in the light on the floor, which indicates that somebody's coming.
We could hide behind the rocks and
Nope.
behind the rock.
They know-
Stride boldly forward and present ourselves,
Yeah.
and I ready a magic missile.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you guys step on through and
I'll get my mace out.
I mean, we might be able to talk our way out of this.
Sure, I'm just saying if they immediately attack us.
You do know that if you don't use it, you'll lose the spell slot, right?
What if you prepare and don't use it?
Yeah. So if you're holding a spell,
Oh.
then you either have to use it, or you have to spend your action every turn holding it,
Okay.
or you lose it.
Use it or lose it?
I can hold it for a while.
So yeah, you guys press on through the gap, and you notice when you get through to the other side that there's a couple of spades propped up against the wall next to it, and they seem to have been pushing this boulder into place and then packing it in with dirt, which would have helped most things out, but not you guys.
Should we think about what the boulder keeps out and whether we want to replace it, or are we just going to trap ourselves?
I mean, you guys can move it, so.
Let's wait to see
Yeah.
what happens with these people. I'm gonna shout ahead, or not like a really loud shout, but I'm just gonna be like, "Hail there, friends! We're not posing any harm. We're just investigating."
Okay.
I just mean if we leave the boulder out without us coming after us.
Might
Okay, you shouldn't be able to fit in the corridor that's behind you. I think we established that he can't get into this area here.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you call out, and then a man appears in the front of the light, and he's the same as what we described when we saw them in the previous episode. I mean, you can see him a lot more clearly now. He's got long black silk robes, and you can see there's gold gilding all around the edges and ends of the sleeves, and some sort of golden embroidery which is peering over the shoulder. I'll probably say you can't see the dragon that's on his back at the moment. You can certainly see that he's wearing very flash robes. The man inside the robes isn't anywhere near as glorious as the robes he's wearing. He's very sort of like shrunken, dirty-looking man. He doesn't look too dissimilar from one of the cultists of Frank's. He looks like that's a similar sort of character. A little bit of a rash growing down between his left eye and his nose. And he hears you and he looks around as if he's going to respond. It's a bit of a baffled expression on his face, but his eyes immediately lock on the two dragons and his mouth hangs agape. Do you guys say anything while he stood there for a moment? Or
Yeah, I'm just like, don't worry, we're not here to hurt you. We're just looking around. We wanted to investigate this legend. Yeah, we found our way here. Here, a token of my intention. I'll take out the bottle of vodka that I filled up with stuff. So the old bottle
Right.
I had.
Yeah.
And then I'll just toss it over to him.
Okay, sure. So yeah, he sort of stood there, mouth agape. I think the bottle like hits him in the chest, and then just drops onto the floor. And he's sort of like as if sort of like alerted. He looks down at the bottle as it hits the ground, and then he like goes to bow down and kneel. Like he starts like moving to his knees, and then you hear somebody saying something from behind him. It's hushed and you can't really make it out. And he looks over his shoulder and begins to stand up and looks as if he's about to bolt in the other direction.
Until then, I was quite happy for him just to stand looking shocked and awe at us.
I'm thinking the net is the solution.
It's always a net with you.
You've got alcohol and net in succession.
I mean, can't throw it from here. I'd have to run up to him quickly.
That immediately escalates the situation.
Yeah.
But he's gonna run away.
We could just.
Okay.
Dangerous.
Can I just? Who's the most charisma? Charisma-y?
It might be Din.
It might be Din.
It's me,
What does
actually.
Din have?
No,
Plus
it is
3.
Dave. +4.
Wow, I'm
Plus
plus
four.
1. Yeah.
He's a paladin, he should be.
I'm very charismatic. You know. Oh, that.
Damn,
I'll
son, where'd you
Oh,
find
no, that's a
those?
save. No, yeah.
Oh, I keep doing
So I'm +3 then.
Okay, so yeah, so Din, you're the most charismatic. Why?
I'd say,
I'd say you noticed that his first instinct was to bow.
yeah, I'd say I can see you are shocked. Just don't move.
Okay, roll persuade for me.
that. What tone are you saying don't move in?
With the threat of
Don't move.
don't move.
Oh, nice.
So persuade would be 17.
17. Okay. Yeah, I think that's enough. He somebody's whispering over his shoulder and he looks like he's about to bolt, but then no, he stays and he takes a single knee. And he looks too afraid to say anything to you though. But
Let's approach.
He's adhering to what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'd say at this point you do hear padded footsteps behind him though, and what sounds like somebody disappearing down the tunnel.
That was going to happen. We just moved the boulder. So I guess if we approach him closer.
I take my bottle back.
So yeah, you scoop your bottle up out of the dirt, and he looks a bit sheepish at you, but he looks far more concerned about the dragons.
Yeah.
So you're asking him to come closer.
So I quite move towards him at least.
Okay, yeah. So I say run as you're moving in closer. Like every step you take towards him, he seems to move an extra inch closer to the ground, as if shrinking in your presence.
But first say, who was that that just ran away? What do you think that one's about to do?
He says, he sheepishly says, it was just my brother. He's probably going to tell the others.
The others?
The rest of our order.
And you are?
We are but humble worshippers, heralding the return.
Ask him what his name is.
Nazis!
Then you sort of say of, and he goes, you.
Then we have returned.
So yeah, and I think as that he presses his forehead firmly against the ground.
That's when we pause for an ad break.
If you want to.
No, I was just saying in the story that would be when it suddenly cuts.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Now a little word from our sponsors.
Yeah, so after an advert for Bud Light,
Yeah.
and we sort of return, this guy, head on the ground, sort of, you can see that he's shaking a little bit.
You shouldn't be that nervous of me. I mean, there's a lot of gnomes around, honestly. I appreciate the gesture, though. I'm pretty cute.
Don't listen to the little child.
I swear to God. You know what? I've got it prepped.
Turning down alcohol from a dwarf is not going to make you friends.
Okay, roll intimidation for me, please.
It's not going to work. My intimidation is -1.
Isn't it based off strength, isn't it? What's your strength? We
That'll be
changed it.
0. Can I take that? No.
19. This dude's terrified, pissing himself on
You
the
should try and
ground.
intimidate him now.
Yeah, he takes what you say very seriously, and like you see him like he watches the bottle being returned to your hand, and you can sort of see like this look of regret
I do.
in the back of his eyes.
I offer it to him again to see if he'll take a swig.
Okay, yeah, like he eagerly lets a hand out. His hand sort of hovers gingerly over the bottle for a second, as if he's expecting you to plonk him over the head with it. But then no, yeah, he does take it and begins uncorking it and shakily moving it to his mouth.
Cool. Yeah, once he's had a swig, I'm taking it back.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he like breathes and you sort of see almost a visible puff of smoke from his sigh of relief. Cool. So now you're around the bend, you can see where he and his compatriots seem to be. There's a small fire and a couple of bedrolls just in round the bend, in the direction where the drag marks are heading. Let's put this guy at your feet.
Do they have any type of gear on them? Or does he?
He's only got like a rusty-looking saber hanging from his side. Or actually, I think it'd be a dagger. Yeah, rusty-looking curved blade or an old sort of knife.
I just say, what's down that other way?
Which way are you pointing?
Back the other way, so the other way at the fork.
So to the left.
Yeah.
He says that's where the master's quarters are and the rest of camp.
What's back the other way? To the right, at the first fork.
What behind you, that way?
The fork
Yeah.
boulder.
Yeah, he says you don't want to go that way. That's where she lays her eggs.
Oh, lordy. The
which
boulder!
Yeah, I say
Go move the boulder back right now!
And I look at Din and like, come here, Din. We gotta move that.
So you guys shove the boulder back into place?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Again, I'm gonna be like, okay.
Pack the dirt. Pack the dirt.
You grab the spades and pack the dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
100%.
Yeah.
How are you guys?
So what's your name, friend?
Yeah, what's your name, friend?
Buddy, old boy.
Let's find out.
Good cop, bad cop. We got.
What's your name, friend?
Good
Yeah,
man,
you
bad
shit.
But they call you little bitch, don't they? You little bitch.
I like your ring.
I'll call you LB for a little bitch.
Did you say he was human?
He is human, yeah. His name's Satcher.
Sasha. I'm gonna call you Sasha.
Isn't that type of hot sauce?
Without the T, yeah. I think Satcha might be, yeah. He's S-A-C-H-A, Satcha.
Think you're pretty hot, do you?
So, you say you're an order that worship us. Where are the masters and who are they?
He says our master is Jali. He heralds the return of the dragons. He says we will all be saved.
Don't mean Chucky.
Chucky, yeah. Chucky.
Yeah.
Chucky.
Well, we both knew he meant.
Yeah, Chucky, sorry.
That's your brother, right?
Yeah.
Take us to him.
Yeah, Chucky Jan.
Chucky Jan.
Shaggy Jam.
So you instruct him to take you to him. Yeah, I think roll one more persuade for me for that.
Definitely inspiration.
Can I
Yeah.
intimidate at this point? Will
You
that
can-
help?
you
Yeah,
can-
yeah,
you
Just
can
tell the
say
truth.
those
Just
to
be
him.
like, we know him.
Yeah.
Say he is our brother.
He's our brother. Take us to him.
Okay, yeah. With intimidate or persuade?
Well, I'll go intimidate, but 9.
9. So you see, like at this point, this is where he starts hesitating. He's like, he told us you would come. I don't believe he's ready to see you.
Well, they said the master quarters is right over there.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, he does look a bit panicked when you say that.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
Anything on that side?
The master's quarters are behind.
Right behind us. Let's just
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
just go. Because either Shaggy's dead and these guys are lying, in which case we need to kill them all, or Shaggy's right there.
Yeah.
He's our brother. Let's go.
Okay.
Don't move.
Come with us.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, if you're going to take him with you, it's going to need one more. It's going to need I'd say, intimidation at this stage. He's already stated his intent,
Everyone.
but that's not what he wants to do.
Intimidate.
What? We're all just like, you're coming with us.
16.
18.
Yeah, yeah. I think Din looms over him. He's like, thumb this way, and he has no choice but oblige. But you can see like he's getting damper by the second now. You can probably see the cloak on his head's like beginning to slowly stick to it, and you can just see
He's
beads
getting
of
real
sweat,
wet.
pain pouring down his face.
Come to the bedroom.
He clearly doesn't like this idea.
I think once he's with us, I would ask him, what does he mean
What do you mean?
about not being ready?
He says, he said you'd come to take him, but he's not ready to be taken.
So we have
Just
to
wish
take
to
him.
speak with him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a grown dragonborn and can make his own decisions, right?
We're all free-loving Dragonborn here.
Unless you're specifically here to try and take him back.
Which we're not.
Okay, cool. So yeah, he loosens up a little bit, but still doesn't seem to like the idea of leading you on. He looks up the cave in the direction where you guys are headed, and begins padding off down the corridor. Let's reveal a bit of this and then move you along to where you'll probably be.
Oh boy, finding Chacky Jan. It's Chacky John Adventures.
These stupid names are so hard to say.
Yeah. So I think he leads you around the bend of
Just uncles. Make a character that's just uncle. That's a great martial artist.
That's great. Well, I'll do different ones. I'll do Uncle Iroh.
All the uncle. The men from Uncle.
Yeah,
There you-
question, uncle.
So let's have a look
Two
around here.
questions.
So
An uncle is like sipping tea before it is ready.
he leads you down round the bend, and you begin to see a little ways further that there is some more light further down. Let's move you all these away a bit. Hang on.
Oh, you're taking the boulder with us.
Alright.
We may need this.
Intimidated so well.
Boulder sheepishly follows. So yeah,
Damn this pet rock! Stay, I said!
You head around a little way, and you begin to notice, as you can sort of see a little ways ahead, you can probably see silhouetted around them. You know, they got fires, so you can see them.
Free flame.
So you probably can see them. There's a large group of people with some more bedrolls sat in front of you. As you guys are heading up here, this is quite a steep slope you're on now. The path immediately began sort of jackknifing up as soon as you got onto it, and you're now sort of moving up through this weaving path. And you get to a section where you can see some light ahead and some figures sat around it. You notice that Satcher's gait begins to slow the closer he gets to this group of people.
I would say to him whilst we're walking towards, do you all know Draconic?
He shakes his head, almost ashamedly.
Do they what?
No Draconic. Good. We
can chat.
Do you know Gnomish?
He shakes his head again. Doesn't look quite as ashamed as that.
No one ever knows Gnomish.
It's a bit like Welsh.
You take that back!
So yeah, I think you guys round the corner, and as Satcher's walking closer to this group of you guys just going to keep following the intent of padding on past, or there's quite a group of them now.
Hi.
Your gods have returned!
Yeah,
What are they going to do?
I'd say to him to... I guess I'd be like, lead the way. And then, they haven't seen us as yet.
They haven't seen you, no, but you can see Satcher seems to be slowing down. He seems to be apprehensive about bringing you into this section.
Keep it moving.
Yeah, just keep moving.
And why are you slowing? Surely they would be happy to see us.
He sort of says, he begins to say, we were told to stop you.
Then go and tell... So go and tell them we aren't here to take him, but we are here to see him. And we don't mean any harm to them if they needn't be.
Okay, so yeah, I don't think you need any further persuasion for that. He sort of like nods to you, and you're going to wait here while he goes to tell them?
No.
Right behind him.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to follow on that? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Omen.
So yeah, I think you guys all press up the corridor a little ways further. Satcher at the front. Here. What's the marching order for you guys?
Me and Yarlet up front.
Yep.
I'm taking a bit of a back seat at the moment.
Okay, yeah, that's
Because
fine.
Dragon Lord is probably going to be up front talking.
Okay, so yeah, I think as soon as you're getting within the area, one of the heads sort of looks around and it spots you guys have got a torch. You're fairly obvious, and there's a fairly similar reaction from the group that sat around the fire as the previous group. Initially, it's just a lot of slack jaws, but you can see that one guy at the back, this one here, that stands up, and then he says, "Satcher, we were told to stop them. Men to your feet!" And he begins like trying to jostle people up to standing.
I would look at Din and go, and then we were both. I'm hoping that we were both raw to intimidate them, and I will in Draconic shout kneel.
Okay, sweet.
Just
Yeah,
to freak them out.
yeah. Roll intimidate. Roll intimidate with advantage on these fuckers.
I also say, I grab numbers, double roll. I also say pickled eggs because they don't do Draconic. So
Okay, yeah.
Pickled
You pickled eggs.
that would be unnatural 20.
Nice. Okay, yeah.
Right. I'll roll as well. Right, I'm rolling too.
If you want to roll with me, brother.
Also.
Well, go for it.
Also 20.
Okay. So yeah, I think upon that, like he's got his hand on the shoulder of one of the other guys who barely hasn't moved. He's sort of shaking this rocking statue at this point. But no, he returns to where everybody else is sat. He immediately plants a knee on the ground and bows his head. And so you see Satcher looks at you as if the instructions are still the same. He sort of looks up further down the path.
So there's more.
He wants to know if he's obviously wondering whether you want him to keep going and give your message to the people that you're just here to talk.
Yep.
No. Okay. So yeah, Satcher disappears up round the bend. Some time passes. What are you guys going to do while Satcher disappears? You've got a bit of a captive audience here. Nobody really says anything, and they're all just sort of stood in awe. They almost seem to be like waiting for. Some of them almost seem like they're waiting for instructions, but they're all sort of patiently. The ones who are sat cross-legged shift their legs so that they're kneeling instead, and then they sit and wait for instructions.
For a little while, I guess I'd engage with them and be like, "What would I ask?"
Small talk. How was your day?
Have you been part of the crew long?
How long have you been a cultist?
I always want to know. And be like, how many of there are you?
He says. He says around a dozen.
How long have you waited for us to return?
He says, sometime, a few years for me.
And there's all of a dozen. It's not quite the
Some cult you got there.
It's not quite the army that we want, but
You do notice much similar to the first person you saw. This is no army.
yeah.
These look like a combination of people who flunked out of the College of Frags and bandits who are probably a bit too skinny to be bandits.
Ask them if they've got any food.
It has been a while. We just gave up our rations.
Just gave up.
So he nods, and they've got what can be best described as hot gruel,
Yep.
Oh boy.
cave mushrooms, and some meat from unknown.
We still have rations, don't we? Like,
We do. But this is an offering from.
I walked in front.
fine.
Okay, yeah, it's horrible but edible. Nothing poisonous about
I
it.
hold it out to you and I'm like, pour it in.
Pour it.
Vodka.
Okay.
But yeah,
Alcoholic gruel makes it taste better.
We accept your blessings and your offerings. And then I guess once they've kept kneeling to us, I think we should move on.
Yep.
Let's see what the hold up is.
Wait, first, each of you, what are your names?
they each give you their names.
Interesting names.
Fascinating.
So Tom, Barry, Charlie, and Tiffany.
Yeah.
Tiffany, huh? You're not a girl.
My father wanted her.
Are they all
Yeah,
men?
that's what my mum said.
No, I'd probably say
My
that
dad didn't.
Tiffany would be a girl.
Okay.
Damn it.
So there is one female amongst.
What's she look like?
No, Charlie is the female. Tiffany's
Tiffany's a man.
yeah.
Tiffany only identifies as female.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I'd say one of them would be a woman. Looks very much the same as the others, if a bit more scabby.
I gotta give her like, just like look away.
One woman in a group of 12.
Yeah. You know what's happening there.
She's got a very.
She's not even pretty.
One woman who looks like she has syphilis.
So I guess 12 men also have
That's
syphilis.
exactly my type.
What?
You didn't say that.
In Paris.
STDs are no game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gotta play it right.
Okay, so
Two
yeah,
12
you guys are gonna pad up the corridor, you say?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Keep on trucking.
So yeah, you guys keep on trucking. You're not waiting for Satchel to come back with a response.
I like to make sure everyone knows I'm still holding my magic missile.
I feel like I want to give them a draconic blessing. It would just be something like, farewell, you pickled eggs.
Eat a dick.
But in draconic, it sounds all majestic.
Yeah. It sounds all like there's lots of hissing, clicking, and like there's lots of guttural noises involved in dragon tongue manipulation. Like some of it just seems to rumble from the inside of your torso.
And I would put a hand on each of their shoulders as they kneel.
Okay, sweet.
But I
Yeah.
was liking this being a bit knelt down.
And every
Okay.
time you speak in draconic, Nux like bless you. Bless you. Bless you.
It's similar noise attack to be in the goat ship.
I think they're hungry.
Yep. But we just ate.
Delicious
We'll go for
gruel.
the same one then.
That'd be romantic.
I'm satisfied.
Then a problem.
You ever eaten gruel? You don't know how satisfying it is. I assume gruel is just like porridge.
Yeah, I guess like a meaty porridge, not stew.
With mystery meats.
Now I'm just wondering if there's a bunch of like giant spider eggs. That could be useful.
Could be.
I don't know for what, but
Breakfast.
yeah.
Hey, imagine if you can slay them. Like
Training
ride.
spiders.
Ride to battle on a giant spider.
That'd be pretty cool.
Very.
Being a dwarf, would I know if like any underground races have ever like managed to train spiders other than drow?
Being a dwarf, roll history. We'll find out.
Can I do that as well?
Sure.
I assume I probably would have read about it if so.
Maybe like deep ones.
Nice. That is.
7.
What do I have? Plus 4, 21. Tell me.
Not that you've heard of. No.
Oh.
It is just drow who do that. Or that, you know, that we've got drow in this one. We haven't introduced any.
Yeah.
So you probably wouldn't have heard of anybody if there are drow. They're not on these islands. So you've never heard of anybody taming a spider.
Interesting.
It's
Okay.
like, no, I don't think it's possible. I think they're too
Unintelligent.
predatory.
Woo!
This one sort of takes a
I think about that and I think, there's a fucking dragon back there.
Mm-hmm. Have we still got our guide with us?
Well, no, he ran off, but he does reappear. That's what. So you guys head on round the bend after giving your blessing to the cultists. And as you're heading back round, Satcher comes back down the other way. So, yeah, fine. And he seems like he's in a bit of a rush. And looks very out of breath and a little bit startled. But he says, he's ready to see you. And then he turns around and head up in the other direction.
Just stop him quickly. I just say, just one last thing. Do you know what the name of that dragon was? Is it a specific one?
Outside.
Yeah, the one that we passed.
He shakes his head. He's over.
Do you know what color he was?
He shakes his head again. Nobody's brave enough to climb over.
Mm-hmm. Alright, you're dismissed.
Okay, cool. So yeah, he leads you back up. Back up
got
this way.
Really good, really bad plan.
I like it.
So may as well reveal the rest of this.
Once we have command of this group, convince them that we'll control Hells while they all excavate that dragon.
Yeah, I mean, they must have done something to make the path through. So,
I'm telling you, this is the perfect way to get our dragon and also get rid of a bunch of cultists that kind of want to kill us.
also, we could,
I don't want to kill us.
You don't know that yet.
Want to revere us.
you get your breath weapons back every short rest, right? So
Just step outside. Ah!
do you have Thunder Wave?
No, I've got Firebolt.
Okay. I mean, we
Oh wait,
could
no, I
literally-
do have Thunder Wave. Yeah,
Yeah, literally just flame the room, cast the spell a couple of times to leg it out, and just use that to clear the web.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Cool. So you guys begin padding up the slope, and as you're sort of moving up, you can see there's a bit of a camp up further ahead. And as your torchlight slowly sweeps up, a figure stood waiting for you at the entrance.